The meeting is being recorded. So
Hi,
if they can't,
ladies. Welcome to our meeting. Today is not October 24th, but it is November 14th. And thank you for taking the time to join our team session today. If you're listening to the replay, thank you. In these sessions, we share information, tips, and strategies to build our Avon business. The more we learn and do is the more we build a successful business. So thank you for showing up and engaging. Our inspirational quote today says very simply, there is nothing in a caterpillar that tells you it's going to be a butterfly.
oh wow.
There's nothing in a caterpillar that tells you it's going to be a butterfly. And another quote that we often say is, don't judge a book by its cover. And it just simply means that sometimes things may not appear to be good or it's going to be good, but you never know. We just got to keep plugging on. And at school, the teachers bought caterpillars, because you can actually buy the caterpillar through Amazon. You can buy it for your home too, and watch that caterpillar become a butterfly. It is the most amazing thing ever to watch this caterpillar become a butterfly. And when you see it, it's just awesome. And so that's what happens with us, even in our business. Sometimes you start off, and sometimes even not even at the start, wherever you are in your business right now, it might not appear to be anything pretty, anything as if you're going to be accomplishing anything. But trust and believe that caterpillar, that little caterpillar, just keep whittling itself, wiggling itself. If you ever see it, caterpillar just keep moving and keep moving, and it eats and it just keep moving and it sleeps. And but the thing is, it's still doing something, and it means that we can't just sit down and wish it away or even pray it into existence. We have to do something, and that butterfly will come, I mean, beautifully. And so that's it. Anything you want to add, ladies?
It's when you talk when we talk about this, it's the word that comes to mind for me is evolve. How we transform, because it's all a transformation process. And the caterpillar, it says there's nothing in a caterpillar that tells you it's going to be a butterfly, but the caterpillar within itself knows that some transformation is going to come about, and all it does is it continues to do the little things. Nothing, it's nothing grand. It's just the little things that we do each day that help us that help us break through, or that helps us come out of that shell, and then we fly. So it's the little things that we add to our business, the little things that we say to our customers. It's the little things that we do in our daily activities that make us who we are, that builds us for that day when we are ready to fly. So every little thing, the ups, the downs that we go through, is part of making us this strong person that's able to stand on our own and able to withstand everything else that comes along with being who we are, whether or not it's in business or in life. So that's what I wanted to add.
Absolutely. Anything anybody else would like to say or to comment, to ask anything?
Well, only thing I can say is, what
Mm,
you two said is good
mm,
too, but I just wanted to add it's the
mm,
business. You just never know what it's
mm,
gonna come, what the outcome is going to be. Because we
mhm,
have good days, we have bad days. We
mhm,
just never know. So we just have to continue on pushing.
mhm.
If this is what we really want to do, how far do we really want to go? So don't get discouraged because you didn't have a good, campaign 20 or 23. You just keep moving and just take it as it comes. And it just gets better. It has no choice because it depends on how hard you push.
Yes, yes, that is so important. It has no choice
Mm-hmm.
but to get better.
Better.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. Thanks, ladies, for that. I appreciate that so much. And of course, we know that Avon's mission is to celebrate women's power to make a beautiful and positive impact in the world.
Mhm.
You have something to say, Miss Brown?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's celebration time, everyone. Let us celebrate our
Yay!
wins
Woohoo!
for today, for last week, and our anticipation of wins for the week to come. So let us see, share with us what some of your wins are. Let's start with Miss Judy.
Yes.
Yes, share something, a win that happened with to
Um,
you this week. It doesn't and remember, guys, our win does not necessarily have to be our business wins. It could be anything that contributed to you, to your happiness last week or yesterday, or something that contributed to you, you know, being
well,
fulfilled in
my
some way,
my
shape, or form.
my sister and my sister-in-law went to Florida, and I spent some quality time, well, with my brother this weekend.
Mm,
Oh,
He was
okay.
at Larita Winery with his food truck. So my friend Anna and I went down, and we became patrons, and we helped him, and we enjoyed ourselves at the winery.
Okay.
oh,
Good. So
which
you
That
went
state?
was
out.
fun.
Where
I
was that, Judy?
Larita Winery in New Egypt, New Jersey.
Oh,
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 that's close by.
okay.
okay. And I
He's there.
believe they have a flea market in New Egypt, I believe, don't they?
I don't know.
I think so. That's a
I've only,
far place, isn't it far, Judy?
no, it's about an hour
Well, from where you are.
from where I am. It might be like an hour and a half from where you guys are.
Yes, yes. I think that's one of the places that I've been telling you about, Angeline, that
Really?
have a flea market, but it's really far.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
Egypt.
yeah.
Yes, I think that's the place.
I am.
Oh my God.
No, Judy, mute
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm gonna turn this on.
mute the
Okay,
computer.
I think I turned the phone on. Oh, I'm all jacked up here. Okay, I think that's it. Can you hear me? Oops.
Yeah.
We still
All
there.
right.
Okay. All right. All right, Miss Denise, a win for you this week, or last week. I keep thinking about this week.
All right, Jeannie, you
You
have
talking
to
about
mute
me?
yourself because you have a feedback. Okay.
But as y'all know, I'm in church all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we just celebrated two of our members. They're about to get married next year. We had a little engagement celebration.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, to me, that's the first time I ever witnessed an engagement party the way they had it yesterday. Meaning from the beginning, how they did the bridal party, whatever,
it was just a little different, and I enjoyed myself. There was no fighting, there was no argument, there was no drinking, and there was no dance. And I was like, wait a minute, something's strange here. There's no dancing and no drinking. And that's the good part about it. We all enjoyed one another. And I was so amazed how everything went on yesterday.
Okay. All right, good. So we had a lot of people going to events and enjoying themselves. That's good. I like when people go out and experience something different and, you know, are able to relax themselves and, you know, find time to enjoy life. Because sometimes we are so much on the go that we that we forget to take the time to enjoy life as life presents itself. So I'm glad that you and Judy stepped out and, you know, did a little something. Miss Jeannie.
Something else. Hold on, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
One more thing. I'm working now, part-time. And I'm saving up some money. I will be taking me a trip next year where I do not know. But I'm planning on taking me a trip.
All right.
Good.
Wow. Very good.
Maybe that trip will be the Avon convention.
Huh?
Maybe that trip will.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. All right, Miss Jeannie. Any wins for you this last week?
No, I don't have anything that I can think of. I know I've been taking off a couple of days from work because I had to use my time. So I've really been relaxing and just giving me a chance to do some errands, put it like that.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I was supposed to vend today, but I didn't because it rained. I was going to vend in Starnes, but it rained really bad Friday, so that was canceled. But other than that, I'm just trying to survive here.
And you're surviving quite well.
Yeah.
And you're looking good too.
I'm hanging in there.
A little rest can make us look and feel rejuvenated.
Yeah, it's back to work tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Angeline?
Yeah, well, I text a customer the other day and say, hey, how are you with your Avon supplies? And do you need anything? And she said, yes, I have an order. And she ordered 2 Live Out Loud and 1 layered vetiver. So you know that together
that's a big order.
Like, yeah, even though it's 3 fragrances, those are 3 of the most expensive fragrances. So that's that. And then I got an email from Avon to say that I earned the You Make Life Beautiful incentive. So I'm getting 2 of those packages from them.
Me too. That was my win. Sorry, I earned that too.
Yes.
Congratulations, ladies.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's good, Angeline. So you see how it sometimes, you know, just sending a little reminder. I always try to say that sometimes when we give the books out, a lot of times we like to say, oh, I gave out the books, but nobody said anything. Sometimes you have to remember, even think about your own self. When you are, you know, strapped for time or you have all these things going on, but you know you have things that you have to do or you need to do, but sometimes we forget. Remember, your customers are humans just like you, and sometimes it's not that they don't want to place an order, but everything else that is priority in their life takes over. And all we have to do is give them a little nudge to say,
absolutely,
you know, I'm placing my order just in case you need anything. Let me know, you know. That happened to me last week in church. A lady came and she said, I haven't seen the lady in church for a while. And she came and she says, oh, I'm going to Jamaica, so I need 2 bottles of Skin So Soft. You know, and she said, I have to get it by December 1st because I'm going to Jamaica. She says, I don't know when I'm coming to church, but I'm just gonna come to church to make sure I pick up my students. So now I have to remember to bring them with me every
all
Sunday
the time, right?
until she picks them up. You know what I mean? So the orders come even when you don't expect it. You know what I mean? So we just have to keep at it. Another win for me, as I was telling Angeline before, is that I cleaned my closet, and after cleaning my closet, I can think, because now I can see everything clearly in my closet. So that's a big win for me.
Yes, absolutely.
My next thing, because sometimes they say the state of your closet is sometimes the state of your mind. I guess my mind was very muddy and messed up. So now I can think. So,
Yes.
so my next tackle is my desk. So we just have to find balance every day. We have to find balance in life and in business.
Yes.
So thank you all for sharing, and congratulations on your wins.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for Avon update, Avon is getting ready to, wants us to get ready for a big Black Friday offers. So watch your emails starting on November 20 through to November 26. That's next week. That's Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. And so just watch for your emails, read it, even if you're not sure, even if you don't know. And I would suggest to you, I would suggest to us all that we commit to posting about Black Friday special. Just post it. Don't, or and you can just text it to people. Now, this is for people to be shopping with you online, because that's where they get these big savings. So you can just share it with people. Don't be thinking what the outcome may be. Just share it with people and just see what happens. I'm committing to sharing it with customers and friends, or just on social media, and just see what happens. Okay.
Okay, just tell me, and Angeline, tell me how to share it.
Okay, so the information is there's usually the share button just under it, or you can save the picture, because like right now on screen there's a picture of Black Friday offers. So that picture, you can save it to your phone, and then you use that to post. And then in the area where you would write the text, you can just write that there are offers available, specials, and Avon is going to send us emails with the codes. So we can just share the codes for each day with them so that they can shop. And of course, with the link to your website. And the picture is very appealing. It's it says Black Friday offers. And once you use that grabs the attention. And then you just say, hi friends, hi Facebook family, check out our Black Friday specials. If you're shopping today, use code ZYZ. My website is www. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Simply, it does not have to be a big deal. And most times people prefer simple. And just do that and see what happens. Okay. But of course, if you into a jam, Judy, we can always talk. You can always call me or Tamara.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking that. So, ladies, tonight we're going to be talking about something that is familiar to us, but not so familiar to others. And this is another business building tool. Last time we went into the whole brochures as a tool for building our business. And this today we want to talk about vending. Now, I know that some of you have never vended, and some of you are, curious about vending. Some of you would like to vend, but you are not sure. And so tonight we just want to introduce you, provide you with information about vending. And I know that we have other Avon representatives that will watch this video. And so we hope that this will enlighten you somewhat about the vending opportunities that are there for you to build your Avon business. And so we're going to be going off. Jeannie's going to start off. We're going to go into a couple of things where we're just sharing from our experience, which is the best way to do it, really. What we have done, what we have experienced, we just want to share it with you so that you can be aware in case you want to do it someday.
Okay, so this picture that I was in, or the table where my table was set up, I was actually vending at the East Orange Senior Services building. We be in the parking lot, and they have a lot of events for the seniors. So I thought that it was good for me to get a license or permit from the city. And that way, anytime they had an event in East Orange, I was able to do it. The license or the permit, it cost me $112, but I was able to vend at all the park events. Anytime senior services had an event, and most of the time I didn't have to pay a table fee. And the table fee that I did pay was only $20, and I paid that twice to services, but park events I didn't have to pay a dime. So that was good. So the license permit paid for itself. So I made money. I got my money back from the license, and I just thought that I like doing it because it's close to home. You didn't have to get up too early. But different places or different choices is an experience because you get to see and meet other people, and then they ask you for certain things, or they don't have this no more. You just get to communicate with them and just listen to what they have to say, and then you can give them some of your feedback, or you can learn from them. But it is good. It's fun. I really enjoy it, just being outside, just talking to the people, and getting them to purchase from me. And some of them think that it's a flea market, but I tell them it's not. This is my part-time job. This is a business that I want to do when I retire. So that's in a nutshell, but at least get out there and try to vend somewhere, because you will really enjoy it. You really will.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jeannie, for that tip, and to just share on it, on what to do. And as Jeannie says, an opportunity came her way where East Orange was concerned, and East Orange, now you don't need to get a license, but as she said, because she had the license, she was able to vend at all of the city-run vending events, and in most cases did not need to pay, or pay very little. And so that is one way of preparing yourselves to vend as you intend to go out there. And again, another part of the preparation is getting yourself ready, determining what you're going to wear. Things like that is important because you want to present yourself in a, business like fashion, even though it doesn't have to be fancy. You just, don't, just drawing on anything. You're putting your best face forward, and do what, if you wear makeup, a little makeup, and or a little lip gloss, something, and just present yourself there. And of course, you have your table, you get your table cover ready, and you present a good setup so that it can invite your customers in. And as you could see from her table here, that the table is well laid out. So this on the right is Jeannie, and this was Tamra's table on the left from some years ago. I grabbed them both from Facebook. And you see the table is branded. You can see it from the picture here, but this is branded with Avon, and she is well laid out. And you see she presents herself quite nicely. And so these are ways in which we prepare ourselves to be out there. Another part of the preparation is to get your money, get some little change, ready, because you're doing a business, so we got to get some little money there. And as she said again, you just build these relationships with people as they come, and you get excited about that, and so yeah. You wanted to say something else, Jeannie?
Yeah, I didn't even touch base. I didn't even say anything you just said, but that is true. I always try to make sure I have singles, like a lot of singles. I make sure I have like 50. If I don't have anything else, I make sure I have 50 singles, because a lot of people, they don't have change. I do use my Cash App, and I do use Zelle, because some people find they don't need to bring money. They use, those cards, and they can pay that way. So you trying to pay in which you can. But setting up a table, I start all over. I like to get there a little early. I like to have my table set up when the people come, so I don't want to be fumbling around, looking for stuff. I like to be sitting there waiting. I don't be in my phone, because when people see you in your phone, they tend to walk past you because you're not paying attention. Yeah. So I don't use my cell phone. If anybody's walking around, I'm not in my phone, because if I'm walking around and I see somebody in their phone, then they're not trying to get my attention, because I just don't think that that's the right thing to do. But it is a lot to it. Ms. Angie, she did, she put a lot into it that I didn't say, but what she said is what I do. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jeannie. Tamara?
Okay, how to deal with customers and what products are likely to be sold. So the first thing is your appearance, as Angeline and Jeannie talked about. You have to remember, when you're going vending, you're bringing the store to people. So people are coming expected to see an array of Avon items. Now, as Jeannie said, don't be on your phone. Don't be distracted, period. That is the main thing, because once someone comes up to you and you look distracted, they're going to keep it moving, because in their mind, they're bothering you. You might not be thinking that, but in their mind, they're bothering you. So always look attentive. So if someone is walking past and they make eye contact with you, even if they don't want anything, hello, how are you today?
Right.
Something that may trigger something in that person to say, oh, she's pleasant. Let me just walk over and see. And then you start a conversation. It could be like, oh, how is your day today? Beautiful day. Something that will prompt the person to have a conversation with you. Most times someone will say, oh my God, I haven't seen Avon in a while.
Right.
And the conversation can start there. Yes, Avon is still around and Avon is blossoming. Avon has a lot more new products than maybe what you're used to. And then you can say, tell me some of the Avon products that and then you can bring to their attention something that's new. Right here I have the Night Magic. I don't know if you noticed, but all these classic fragrances, a couple of them now have hand creams, and this is something that is not, they're not used to. So this could be a conversational starter.
Right.
Anything to start a conversation, to drum something up, because you have to remember, people may buy off of memory. They don't necessarily want the product, but the memory that it triggers may, say, what, may I have this? My grandmother used to use Skin So Soft. Let me get a bottle of Skin So Soft. So always know how to interact with persons. And as I said, it does not have to start off with, are you looking for anything in particular today? Or anything. Just start the conversation. How are you today? Beautiful day, something like that, just to get the person's attention. The next thing is always look like you're busy doing something. Walk around your table, fix something, even if it doesn't need to be, take it up, fix it. Don't stay behind, because depending on how your setup is. Jeannie's setup was, one table. Angeline and my setup is a little bit bigger. So I usually do like a U. So I tend to not stay behind there. I tend to walk around, stand on the outside, fix things, spray a little perfume here and there, just to get someone's attention. And that's how you deal with customers, just like how you deal with someone in, a regular day when you're passing out the books. But the thing that I like mostly about vending events is that people are coming looking for something.
Right.
You understand? They're always coming looking for something. And it makes it a little bit easier to start the conversation, because you have a table that says Avon. So they're coming to your table. They already know that you have Avon, so they're coming to ask you a question about it. And always be prepared. That's why if you notice, I always stress, know your products, know what you have in that brochure. Because if someone comes and asks you a question about, skincare, fragrance, you have to know what you have in the book. No one wants to stand there and smell 10 fragrance before they get to the one that they actually want. You understand? So know the notes of your fragrances. Use the brochure to help you. Nothing is wrong with you. If someone says they want floral, nothing is wrong with taking the brochure, flipping it, and looking at it to say, okay, and I have this or I have that. That leads me into what products are likely to be sold. Always have Skin So Soft, especially if you're, most of us vend during the summer. So always have products that are summer friendly. Bug Guard, Skin So Soft, bubble bath, shower gel. Those are things that people want.
Fragrances.
And then that's more for like bath and body. When you go over to now skincare, sun. Make sure you have some form of sun protection. Make sure you have some form of moisturizer. Make sure you have, when it comes on to skincare as well, make sure you have the makeup products, as far as the makeup setting spray and stuff like that, because it's hot. Some people want things that's gonna help the makeup to stay. Make sure you have deodorant. You cannot leave out deodorant. Make sure you have deodorant. And when you're going to the flea market, make sure that you set yourself up. So if you know what products you're bringing, deodorants, nobody's going to sell a deodorant for $1.79 at the flea market, because you're going to have to be walking around with all this change. So come up with a price, come up with a set price. So you can do, you know what you pay for it. You can do 2 for $3 if you please. That's the beautiful thing about the at an event. When you go there, you set the prices that you are comfortable with, making sure that you don't lose, making sure that you're always gaining, but you are trying to sell stuff in a more bulk form to get products moving. So perfumes, you know, you have the faraways, you have the rare pearls, rare golds, haikus. Those are fragrances that people know, and all the classic fragrances. Because if one thing I'm going to tell you, in flea markets, they have a lot of elderly people, and elderly people like the classic fragrances, the little jar creams. So go through the brochure and look at each category and take something from each category. No one is saying take the whole brochure, but make sure you have something representation of each category that we sell. Lip balms is also a good seller that you can sell in bulk. As I said, deodorants, creams, hand creams as well, you can also sell in bulk, foot creams and stuff like that. So make sure you go through the brochure and you look at each category. What you can do also is categorize the brochure and say to yourself, okay, I have $500 to spend. This is what I'm bringing. This, you know, this from this category, this from this category. And you have 3 people here. Carita is here as well, who have been vending and who knows, you know, products that we usually bring. So if you need any advice as to what products, you know, exactly in particular, then you can all, you know, reach out to any one of the 4 of us, and we'll be happy to help you as far as that is concerned.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tamara. And I'm hoping that you guys have questions that you're just holding on to until we're finished. And this is the last slide that that we have on this. And of course, we were talking about products, and we're talking about putting ourselves together, and we were talking about all those things. And we would also like you to know that you can vend without products. You can go out there and set up a table and have not one single product. And it's called, you know, just exposure, getting customers. And what you go with books, because you can't go anywhere without your store. And so you go with books, you go with business cards, and you go with a pen and paper and your smile. And you can go out there and get customers. The thing is, there are people who are always looking for an Avon rep, and you can take their information and take orders from them, get orders from them for future delivery. So it does not have to be on the go. It can be a future order. And many of us, when we just started vending, when I was looking at some pictures, and I looked at some tables that I have set up where I had so little stuff on it, you know. And sometimes you have some people who they only have some deodorants and some, not even, you know, skin so soft, just some deodorants and 2 little fragrances and so on that they have. But they're out there and they're giving their business cards and they're giving books out to people, and you build contacts that kind of a way. So it is possible for you to go out there, set up a table. And for that, you don't need, because you really would not go somewhere and pay money. And except, you know, it's like a church where, you know, they probably charging $25 or so. But in the most cases, when you set up without products, you would not necessarily go pay $50, $80 and so on for that. You know, you would go where it is probably free or very, very minimal cost, where you would go and just set up for that. We have gone, just to keeping it real, we have gone to places and vend and make absolutely no money. It has happened. And sometimes I go and I make no money, but I build contacts. And from that, I have customers, lasting customers. And so sometimes you may go and you don't build any money, you don't make any money. So the mindset that you have to have is to say, I'm going out there to let myself be known to people, just to expand my clientele. And so and then of course somebody mentioned it before, is how you, Miss Brown, we soon let you go. I see you're barely holding on. You're tired. I know the feeling. But the thing is, you know, it's harder for you to purchase things for resale when you're at certain level. And I'm keeping it real again. When you are, you know, earning at the 25% level, it's harder for you to be out there vending, because when you go to these places, customers do not expect to pay the same amount of money that they pay from somebody you ordering through the book. And so sometimes we have to come up with how much we're going to be charging the people to still be profitable, but, you know, still get customers, you know. So this is where, you know, consulting with somebody that has been through it is good, where they can help you to decide on what products to take and what to leave, because not all products are worthwhile for you to take. Of course, you would not be taking clothes for the most part out there, you know. So these are things that you'd want to bear in mind. We want you, because we have gone through a number of trainings with you guys about products, about, you know, the opportunities, about all kinds of things. And so we wanted to, you know, bring this to you so that it can bring awareness to you, so that if you have questions about it, you're curious about it, then you can definitely, you know, ask us about it. Any questions or comments, ladies?
I had a question, but I forgot what it was.
Okay, that's understandable.
I just can't think of it.
Okay.
I just wanted to piggyback off what you said, Angeline. I remember, and I don't know if you remember this, some years ago when I first started selling Avon, I had called you and told you I was vending. So somebody had asked me, and it was actually downstairs in the basement of a club.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I paid like $35 for the table. That was my first time, and I think I made $25. So I didn't even get my table fee back.
Yeah.
So I never did it again. I was like really upset because I'm like, I didn't make any money.
Yeah.
I didn't make any money.
Yeah.
But I tried it. So then once I saw what happened and how people were working, and then I find myself, I told you where I be all summer long. I'm like, you need to get a table. And then you said it, so that's let me put my first foot forward and get this done. But that was upsetting to not even make my table fee back.
Absolutely.
It happens. But that was the first time.
Absolutely. It happened to me a couple of times where I go out there and I don't even make back the money that I you know, paid.
Yeah.
And so these are things that definitely happen.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, you wanted to add something, Tamara?
Yeah, I know Angeline mentioned vending without products. A lot of times they have expos where all they want is for businesses to come and introduce themselves, and you know, the things that you would take to vending opportunities like that is a lot of samples, so you can pre-package.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have those little clear plastic bags, they call them the litra bag. You can always prepare yourself in advance by, you know, stuffing that with your brochure and some samples inside of it, so that you're prepared, so when people are passing by, you know, you can just be handing your books out to people. You have people who will engage with you. Once you get someone who will engage with you, then once you have them, you get their information down, and then you will have their information to keep in contact with them. But those events are usually called like business expos and stuff like that. And if you have ever been to a vending event, you will see places like, bath fitters or insurance companies or doctors' offices, and they're just there to just introduce their business to people.
Absolutely.
And as Angeline says, nothing stops you from going outside your door and handing out books. That's vending without without product.
Absolutely. Just set up something, or even if you don't have a table, just stand somewhere. And we see people all the time. They're handing us stuff, and so yeah, we can do it. We can do it, guys. We can do it. So we hope that we had hoped that you guys would be curious and have some questions, but that's okay. We have provided you with the information. So we're going to officially end the meeting, but I'm going to ask you all to stay back because I just want to talk to you a little bit for just a few minutes. Okay. So guys, thank you for being here tonight live, and if you are watching on the replay, we thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope that you have been inspired to go out there and let somebody know that you exist as an Avon representative, so that you can be building your business even more. So thank you guys so much, and God bless you. One love.